Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me today. Dana here. I am back with another altered playing card. This is card number 11 in the series, and the prompt for this one was black and white with a stencil and texture paste, and then just a pop of color. I dug through my stash and I grabbed out a couple pieces of pattern paper that are black and white, and I'm just tearing those into little pieces and then adhering them all together because I wanted the torn edge on top. And then I'm just adding a bit of washi tape from Tim Holtz. Then I'm just gluing that cluster onto the front of my playing card with my Bearly Arts glue. The texture paste that I'll be using is the Distress texture paste, but you can use any texture paste that you have. And this stencil is THMS148. I'm not sure of the name of it, but it is one of the mini stencils. And I'm just putting the texture paste through the stencil with my palette knife, and I've got my thumb on the little corner there where I want the number to show, just to make sure that I don't get any texture paste on it. Then I'm just going to set that aside to dry. Once the texture paste was dry, I grabbed my Spritz in the color Peacock Feathers, and instead of actually spraying it on there, I just took out the nozzle and then splattered it on the front of the playing card. This is just to add a bit more color. And then I'm just drying that off with my heat tool. Then I grabbed the little piece from the Curator stamp set and black soot distress ink, and I'm just grunging up the edges of that little piece and the front of the playing card. The main pop of color that I wanted to use was this flower. This was created using the carnation die from Spellbinders, and it's colored with Peacock Feathers Distress ink. Then I'm just gluing on the flower to the front of the playing card using my hot glue, and I'm tucking in some little stamen pieces and some little die cut pieces. These die cut pieces are from the garden die set from Sizzix, and then I colored those just using some black soot distress ink. And then for the little flower center, I just grabbed my flat back black pearls and I'm just adding one in the center there. And a little tip, if you have those little glue stringy thingies from using the hot glue, if you go over it with your heat tool, it'll melt all those little stringy bits and you won't be able to see them anymore. And that finished off today's altered playing card. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And as always, take some time to pamper your inner goddess, and I will see you in the next one.